Okay, darling. So, welcome again to my YouTube channel. I just did the bitch video where Megan had spoken about the B word on her podcast, and I just had so much fun. It was so liberating to just use that word as much as I wanted in a video, and I hope I don't get into big trouble for it. I've been such a bad girl. Anyway, the next video, oh, if you're new here, I talk about a niche topic, and that would be the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. That's all I talk about. Sometimes the royal family, and maybe even, other royal families, but mostly the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. I really love them. I think they're such interesting and fascinating people, and I like what they represent for the world. And so, yeah, I'm a big fan, big fan, big fan girl. Now, if you are not a fangirl or fanboy and you hate them and you have all this vitriol and you want them just off the planet, even if possible, take their titles, take their life, their children, whatever. Um, this is not going to be a fun channel for you because it's the opposite here for me. So I wonder what that is. Okay. So there's a mirror back there that I need to move because God knows what it's showing you. What is it showing you? Isn't that interesting? I don't know what that is. I mistaken. Oh, okay. Okay. I have to move the mirror. Um, so I do that all the time. It's just like I go off on a tangent. So where am I? So I don't know what I'm talking about. Oh my God, I'm having a senior moment. So today I wanted to talk about, oh yeah, so I was telling you about the liberation of the word, the badge, and I just loved it. And so today, I don't know what I was telling you. I think I was telling you, you see this? You see this? I was telling you that if you're new here, you're not going to find information or videos that are vitriolic and toxic and all this horrible thing and things about the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. I am a fan, and so I welcome you no matter who you are, but just be warned that here I love them. Okay, so that's what you're going to get here. And I believe in, my new motto at this moment in my life is live and let live. Okay. And it's something I'm working on for myself as well. I'm not trying to say that I'm a perfect person um, who always does what's right, but I am, when you know better, you do better. So I'm trying to do better in life to live and let live and, be open minded and open hearted, etc. for everyone, you know. So that said, so today I wanted to talk about this other person's video I saw the other day where she basically says, my nose is itching the living bejesus out of me and I don't want to pick it because it's so impolite. But oh my God. Oh, oh my God. Oh, I was crying this morning, so it's just like a mess. But anyway, so this other woman who has this video, and she basically accused Meghan of trying to be Gwyneth Paltrow. And I was scandalized. I was scandalized because I had a feeling that she has seen a video that I did. It's funny because I feel like I need to take my videos more seriously because I feel like I go around the internet and I see all these new videos that are on topics that I've been talking about or, taking angles. So like there's this one video where I said that I have two fangirl crushes in my whole life. The first was Gwyneth Paltrow, and then now it's Meghan Markle. I prefer Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, right? And and so she has this video where she talked about Meghan trying to be Gwyneth. Of all people, she chose Gwyneth Paltrow, that Meghan is trying to be Gwyneth. I found that very curious. And I love Gwyneth. Right? She was my first fangirl crush. She's so interesting. She's so irreverent. I love her. She's now an entrepreneur. I love her. But the idea that Meghan is trying to be Gwyneth is so completely ridiculous and so completely false. I mean, what is similar between Gwyneth and Meghan. I mean, they both are actors or have been actors in their past lives. But I think that's where the similarity begins and ends. Gwyneth comes from a very, very privileged Hollywood background, first of all. Okay, they both lived in Los Angeles. Meghan's father was a lighting director on General Hospital. I hardly call that privilege. Compared to my background, it's privilege, but compared to the average American's life, it's not really privileged. Okay, number one. Number two, forget the past. I mean, Gwyneth is, a Jewish girl who went to Spence Chapin in New York, okay, a very expensive private school in New York. Meghan went to a Catholic school. That does not make her privileged. I went to Catholic school and we were poor as F, okay? So it doesn't mean you're privileged because you went to a Catholic school. Okay, so that's the past. Meghan has been married, Gwyneth has been married. That's something they have in common. But as far as like, Gwyneth has a podcast, I think she does with Goop, but it is, she does things about health and so on and so forth, about women and so on and so forth. I mean, it's Gwyneth, it's Goop, okay, no problem. But Archetypes, I think, is a very sort of original podcast I mean, it's the only podcast I really watch or listen to on Spotify, so I don't want to say that it's totally the only one where someone is just basically talking about stereotypes about women and archetypes that keep women back or whatever. But I think it might be the only one at this point. I because I would have heard about a competitor by now, and I haven't heard. Gwyneth isn't doing that. She's doing something completely different. Gwyneth has Goop, which is an online marketplace where she sells all kinds of things from vibrators to, I mean, God knows what. I mean, Meghan doesn't have any such thing. I hope to God she never does. I mean, I love Gwyneth, but I mean, she's irreverent, like I said. But I mean, I think she's in a different league and a different, group to Meghan. Meghan is, she's a duchess. Okay, she's married to a member of the British royal family, the British aristocracy. She has this podcast. She's going to do this docu-series on her life with her husband. Gwyneth hasn't done any such docu-series on her life. Gwyneth has done some docu-series, but or is that a word? No, so some docu-series, but she hasn't done anything about her life. I just don't see Gwyneth is an entrepreneur who, has this I said online marketplace. Meghan is not doing that, at least not yet. I mean, Meghan had the TIG, which I guess they always said was kind of like Goop in a way, but and maybe it was. We're all inspired by each other. I mean, Goop is was original in the sense that it was one of the first such sites by a celebrity, but it's not original in terms of the content and the idea. I mean, it's a magazine. Magazines have been around for centuries, right? So we all sort of piggyback from time to time on each other's ideas. I mean, like I said, they come on even to my YouTube channel, and I know that they were inspired by something they saw on my channel, right? And but it's we're all piggybacking on everybody's ideas. I mean, I'm not the original YouTube whatever. Everybody's on YouTube. I just started on YouTube, so I can't claim any of that. What I'm saying is the idea that because Meghan has a podcast and because Meghan had the tag and whatever, that she's trying to be Gwyneth, it's kind of insulting, and it upsets me because it puts me in a position of having to say it's insulting to say that Meghan is trying to be like Gwyneth, because I love Gwyneth. I love Gwyneth, right? But Gwyneth is Gwyneth. She's original. And Meghan is Meghan. She's original, right? Everybody has their original way that they are. I mean, there's only one Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, on the planet at the moment, as far as I'm concerned, in terms of just the whole package of who this woman is, the totality of who she is. And there's only one Gwyneth. And frankly, there's only one me, I hope. Also, we're all original, like I said. We're all particularized. We're all, gods in the chrysalis, I guess. Although I did say that we're not really that. But, I just got really irritated that they just try to reduce Meghan down to the least common denominator. Again, not that it's the least common denominator to say that she's trying to be Gwyneth, But to take away her originality in that way is very reductive, right? And it's not okay. It's 10 minutes. I gotta go. Okay. So this was a rant. Voila.